I'm Maliha Sheikh. 635 pounds of marijuana worth $6.5 million was seized from King Township. 2 men have been arrested, and the search is on for others who are involved in this massive grow-up bust. Last week, police scoured the scene and seized trucks full of cannabis off of this King Township agricultural property. They removed over 4,000 plants. Police say there's an organized crime element to this case.
In addition to the plants found in the 22 greenhouses on the property, there was also a drying operation there, a packaging operation, and it was quite a large-scale operation that was taking place.
Police say 3 people were licensed by Health Canada to grow a large number of pot plants.
The interesting number here is the amount that these people were granted licenses for. So 3 people were granted licenses for a total of 875 plants. Each finished plant produces upwards of about 100 grams of finished marijuana. So we're talking about a huge amount of marijuana that these people were licensed to have for personal consumption, far more than they could ever consume. So that's definitely a concern for law enforcement and the possible criminal element here.
It is the ACMPR, medical marijuana regulations, and the responsibility is a shared one. Health Canada administers those licenses, but it is also when people exceed those limits, they're committing a crime. And the responsibility to enforcing that is the police of local jurisdiction, exactly as you saw in York Region yesterday.
We reached out to Health Canada, who say, in part, in this statement, individuals who are registered or licensed by Health Canada to produce a limited amount of cannabis for their own medical purposes, or who are designated to produce for another person, must abide by the law and operate at all times within the limits established in their registration or license. This means that they must respect their established plant, storage, and possession limits at all times. These limits are tied to the individual's medical needs for cannabis, i.e. the daily dose as authorized by the healthcare practitioner. They further say Health Canada recognizes that, as in any regulatory framework, there will be instances where individuals choose to operate outside the law.
As the demand for this product increases, we could be seeing more of this in York Region and more of it transitioning over to residential neighborhoods where houses could be turning into these large grow operations that are, again, in excess of their licenses.
A 36-year-old man and a 43-year-old man have been charged from Quebec so far. Officers are on the lookout for 3 license holders who weren't on the property when police were there last Thursday. Maliha Sheikh, City News, Toronto.